I lost my mother at the age of 22. She had a heart attack, which is pretty uncommon for somebody of 41 years old. She didn't have any life insurance at the time. While I was 22, I still wasn't really mature enough to go out into the world. I didn't really have a course or path at that point. And I also couldn't afford the home that we lived in. Had my mother have had life insurance, while I still would have dealt with the grief and the loss, I wouldn't have had the additional financial hardship to overcome. My name is David Mino, and I sell life insurance. I think there's a general misconception in life insurance as to why it's so important. Sometimes people just don't want to deal with their mortality. Maybe they're not in a scenario where they feel that there might be somebody who's financially dependent upon them. And I also think a lot of people believe that they have it through their work. The most unfortunate thing I hear people say is that they don't need life insurance until they're older. I mean, take my situation, for example. Here I am losing my mother at 41 years old. It was an extremely large wake-up call for me. So the first policy I ever wrote, I brought another agent in the business to come with me and help me write it because I didn't want to make a mistake. I kind of walked out of there realizing and feeling like, hey, this felt great. It wasn't that I sold them something. I bought in that I was actually helping them. And 10 years later, the husband passes away and the mom's a stay-at-home spouse. They have two beautiful little girls. And it was suddenly over right around the Christmas holiday. The family sent a postcard. They had taken a healing trip. And I thought to myself, there's no way they could afford a trip like that if it wasn't for this insurance policy. This really was different than my experience. And it was powerful for her to be able to let these girls have some normalcy, let them have some fun during a very tragic and difficult time. With young families, I think they're always so surprised when you show them how much insurance that they can purchase and how affordable that it is. They're actually my favorite ones to sit down because it's the most exciting part of my job because they're building their families. They're starting to get secure in their professions. Maybe they just purchased a home or they're looking to purchase a home, or maybe they have a child or perhaps they want to have more children. I would say that buying life insurance from Legal & General America is an absolutely proactive thing to do, and it's an essential thing to do. Look what happened to me. You don't want to be in a scenario where you've had this tremendous loss, and now you have a financial burden as well. You're trying to protect everything that you care for most when you purchase life insurance. For me, I am personally committed to helping people avoid the situation my family endured. And it means a lot to me that Legal & General America has allowed me here to share my story.